In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. And now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now. Who doesn't love a good rivalry, guys? Especially between two teams in the same conference.
I know I do, because it always makes these kinds of games much more interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if things got a little chippy tonight. I mean, I can't wait for this one.
Now here is Canada. Outside Howard. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. Here's Jones. And she banks in the layup.
And that was some excellent positioning from Jones on the offensive glass, getting herself room to grab the ball and send it back.
Loud outside. Pass to Stewart. Shoots over Jones. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Not a lot of players these days operate in this space, but Stewie just loves the in-between shots.
Now here's Howard. From past the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Cloud. Ionescu has it. Here's Jones. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a three-point play. You have to respect how Jonquel Jones has continually upped her game.
Well, she never seems satisfied with her game, does she? Even after she won Most Improved Player, she just kept working to get even better. And the results speak for themselves, as she eventually won League MVP.
Well, when you look at her game, what you appreciate most about Jonquel Jones is her versatility. A strong offensive player and a very skilled defender as well.
Now here is Canada. Pass to Gray. Now here's Griner. Howard inside. No good from 11 feet.
Well, for what's a routine shot, she looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
Here's Stewart. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Bebish. And that misses. That would have put them up. Outside Canada. Rebound New York. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Gray defending. Pass to Ionescu. Picked by Jones. Puts up a three. Shot is good by Ionescu.
Such a quick release on Ionescu's shot, and her accuracy from deep is great as well.
Jones with it. Griner with the ball. Outside Howard. Let's go with a three. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Pass to Ionescu. Now Cloud. Screen by Stewart. Pulls up. A rebound by Ryan Howard.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
And here is Jones. Pass to Howard. With the floater. Stewart grabs the miss.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Now here's Jones. Sabrina Ionescu from outside, and Jones pulls it down. Atlanta trailing here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Pass to Howard. Jones outside. Gray. Picked by Jones. Tries to snap the cold streak. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Breanna Stewart. Here's Febish. Ionescu. Pass to Cloud. There's Jonquel Jones with the three. That's a miss. She's made one and missed one. And so here's Atlanta. They trail by 3. Jones with it. Now Griner shoots over Jones. Kept alive. To Howard. Takes the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. It's all knotted up.
Wow, Howard with the quick release.
Now Ionescu. Jones outside. Cloud. Pass to Stewart. Back to Cloud. 6 on the shot clock. Now Stewart. Does not find the hole. Her second miss, and she is now 1 for 3. Now Canada, covered by Ionescu. And the foul called on Cloud. That's her first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Down low, deflects the pass. Here's Febish. To the paint. Stewart. Soft touch off the glass.
A shot like that is in Stewart's comfort zone. And that's just a result of her determination and really more so her confidence.
And looking at the Atlanta Dream, they haven't won a playoff series since 2018.
Yeah, Atlanta has struggled of late. But when you look at this current roster, they are very young and talented. Headlined by 2022 first overall pick, Ryan Howard.
Here's Burke. Left side, Stewart. And counts the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more. Number 1 overall pick in 2016, Breanna Stewart continues to be a big-time player in the W.
Well, her transition from Connecticut to the WNBA was seamless. She won Rookie of the Year and established herself as a star right from the jump. Now, as a veteran, Stewie remains one of the most dominant players in the league.
What you gotta love about Stewie, she's a flat-out winner at every single level.
Yeah, she led Connecticut to 4 consecutive national championships. She's won multiple gold medals, WNBA Finals MVP in 2018 and 2020. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Deep Alicia Gray drills the three-pointer.
Showing great court awareness. Gray has a knack for making the right reads and pick and rolls.
Pass to Febish. Here's Ionescu. Out to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Good, and Breanna Stewart gets the assist.
Excellent release from mid-range. Ionescu has a gift for getting to her spots offensively.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough, covered by Ionescu. Pass to Griner. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Griner with the screen. Howard. And again, the dream score.
Tough distance, but you know what? Howard can hit it with ease.
On offense, here the Liberty. And here's Stewart. Three-pointer, Sabrina Ionescu. The rebound by Brittany Griner. And here's Gray. Outside Howard. Back to Gray. On the wing, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. Howard, shot clock at 3. Here's Jones. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Ionescu has it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Stewart. Back to Ionescu. Fires from deep. The rebound by Brittany Griner. Now Walker-Kimbrough. Now here's Jones. Outside Howard. Gray outside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, quite simply, Alicia Gray is a bucket. She'll find ways to score all over the floor.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Phoebish. Picked by Jones. Here's Ionescu. Covered by Walker-Kimbrough. Here's Stewart. And she didn't get quite enough under that one. Atlanta leading. Now Griner. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. And Jones pulls it down.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Outside Stewart. Ionescu. Drops in the tray.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
Now here's Gray. She's got 5. Score it! Her 3rd straight basket in 3 attempts.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's Ionescu. She's got a great positioning on the putback. The Dream Trail. Here's Walker-Kimbrough. Gray up top. Howard. Screen by Griner. A shot by Howard, no good.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Here's Phoebish. She's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Jones. Buries it down low.
A premier interior scorer, Jones's physical presence is enough to intimidate defenders.
Pass to Jones. Howard from downtown, and she's good on the 3 ball.
Not the tightest D right there. She'll punish you if she gets the chance. That 3-point shot is her bread and butter.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ionescu. 3-pointer. She's now made half of her 10 shots in the game, and that's her 5th basket.
Well, it looks like that last 3 definitely got Ionescu's attention. She goes to the arc with a purpose and drains the answer.
And here's Howard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and will go to the line.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense, just telling them no easy layups, as simple as that, and I like to see it.
And she's got her first free throws of the night right here. And the first one drops. And the Liberty making a change here. And so she hits both. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Liberty. They're up by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
Pass to Burke. Jones, defended by Coffey. Now here's Davis. Not a lot of room. And Jonquel Jones gets double teamed. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. Green with the rebound.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
In terms of defensive guards, who do you think is the best in the league, Brian?
I think you start with Brittany Sykes. She's been all defense the last 4 seasons and creates havoc at the point of attack.
And I like Jordan Canada. You know, she's a little smaller, 5'6", but she piles up the steals, is normally amongst the league leaders, and is so quick. I mean, she is a menace guarding the ball.
That free throw missing. The Liberty making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. So it's New York with it. Pass to Burke. Jones with it. From about 10 feet out. The rebound by Hillman. Outside Howard. Puts it up from 15. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Things are really clicking for Howard on the offensive end, and her team should keep feeding her when she's on a roll like this.
Here's Johannes, covered by Walker Kimbrough. Jones outside, from outside the arc. Howard with the rebound. Atlanta leading. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Jones with it. He has 5. The teardrop falls in.
What a display of body control from Jonquel Jones. She's so good at adjusting to airtight coverage.
Now here's Howard. Now Coffey. Screen by Coffey. Here's Howard. Offensive rebound. Coffey. That's good, and it's Ryan Howard with the assist.
Confident stroke from downtown. Nia Coffey can really hit those.
Here's Johannes, covered by Walker Kimbrough. And here's Johannes. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. And here's Howard. The three ball. And the dream, another three.
Well, when Howard is knocking down threes, Ryan is unguardable.
Now Burke. Now here's Davis. To the inside. Drops in the layup for two.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Hillman. Outside Howard. Lets it go from deep. Ryan Howard with another miss. New York trailing here. It's intercepted. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Up top, Walker Kimbrough. Howard. The three-pointer off the mark.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Shot's good by Johannes.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. She's guarded closely. And there's a pick. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Pass to Davis. Here's Johannes. Three-pointer. And again, it's New York with a three.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here is Howard. She's got 21. Now Coffey. Pass to Caldwell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walker Kimbrough. Howard guarded by Davis. That doesn't go either for Ryan Howard.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Sottily the screen. So they take the lead. The dream trail. And here's Caldwell. Hillman. Pass to Howard. Lets the three fly. Ryan Howard with another miss. On offense, here the Liberty. Now Burke. Now Johannes. And again, it's New York with a three.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now. Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Pass to Davis. Now Johannes. Here's the three. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
And she's definitely making her presence felt here in the first half. She has been just incredibly effective so far.
Here's Hillman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Good on the triple.
That's a great shot from Howard. She's out here to score as much as possible.
Pass to Davis. Now Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
And so here's Atlanta. Outside Howard. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Back to Howard. Pass to Caldwell. Just 5 on the clock. From the wing. And Ryan Howard again.
That's just fundamental basketball from Coffey. Nice job spotting the open teammate.
And here's Davis. Guarded by Howard. Now Burke from deep. And again, it's the Liberty from deep. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Outside Howard. Here's the pick from the arc. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. New York in the lead. Pass to Johannes. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Taking what she gets on offense, like seeing Jones make use of the mid-range in this possession.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Tight defense on her. A shot by Howard, no good. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And the ball out of play, the Liberty will have it.
Ball goes to the end.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Ionescu. 13 points in this game. Pass to Stewart. Shoots over Jones. Loud outside. Shot clock at 5. Over Canada. Cloud can't get it to go.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make him pay.
Outside Canada. Howard with the ball. Covered by Ionescu. Howard, D right on her. Nailed from three-point land.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
Now here's Cloud. Guarded by Canada. Pass to Ionescu for 3. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
You know, when you look at Sabrina Ionescu, one of the highlights for her in the offseason, competing against Steph Curry in a three-point contest. That was fun.
It was also special for NBA and WNBA fans. The event took place during the NBA All-Star Weekend, and Sabrina held her own, recording a score of 26 to Steph's 29.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Ionescu outside. They get a hand on it. Jordan Canada with the steal. Pass to Jones. The putback. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good work on the boards. Allowed them to get multiple looks on the same trip and really made the defense work.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here is Canada. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Just 5 to shoot. 3, Ryan Howard. No luck on that one. Pass to Ionescu. Stewart. To the right side. Here's Burke. Defended by Coffey. Back to Stewart. Cloud. Shot to end the cold run. Griner with the rebound. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Canada. Pass to Coffey. Now here's Jones. Again, the miss by Brianna Jones. Now Cloud. Back to Ionescu. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
Oh, unbelievable!
Just in time. A miracle heave to finish off that quarter. How did you get that to go down?
Fantastic shot.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Liberty up 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You know, Howard has just been exceptional here, fellas.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the three ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
Here's New York now. They lead by 1. Pass to Jones. Phoebish. Cloud outside. Stewart, guarded by Jones. Stewart with the ball, working on Jones. Count that bucket.
Well, we know about Stewart's game down low, but don't sleep on her jumper. He's a shooter who prides himself on efficiency.
Now here is Canada. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Gray. Jones. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Pulls it. Buries the 20-footer. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Cloud outside. Here's Stewart. Releases. Had the space there, but it's offline. The 3, Jordan Canada. The rebound by the Liberty. Here's Phoebish. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, we know not every team in the league is a title contender. So what's the key for teams in the rebuilding process, Brian?
Your scouting department really matters, because if you're a losing team, your draft picks, whether first or second round, will play.
Yeah, and I'll throw in luck as well. I mean, those ping pong balls going your way, winning the lottery, getting the first overall pick. You can add an Asia Wilson, Aaliyah Boston. And when you add a player of that value, that can change your fortunes pretty quickly.
That one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Dream Trail. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. Here's Canada. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Breanna Stewart. Cloud outside. Back to Ionescu. The 3, that's good. It's her 7th made basket in 14 tries.
What a scoring display we're seeing from Ionescu right now, putting her expansive offensive skill set on full display.
Now here is Canada, looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Gray. Shot clock at 6. From the elbow. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Quality look from Gray. I mean, she's going to shoot it from there when she gets the chance every time.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jones. It's in and good for her 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And the dream call time here. Here's Canada. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Outside Howard. Griner. Screen by Griner. Gray with it, and it's Jones picking her up. Back to Griner. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Second personal foul.
That's on Natasha Cloud.
An elite athlete for a player of her build. Griner's willing to battle on the interior.
Well, Brittany Griner is just the 4th player in WNBA history to have double-digit all-star selections. That's incredible.
And the other 3 players are some of the best to ever do it, including Diana Taurasi, who Griner's played a lot of games with. What an honor.
The first one falls.
Really, the moment Brittany Griner steps on the floor, she's impacting the game because as an opponent, you have to react to her physical abilities as well as her skill and her touch as a scorer.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
And as the WNBA continues to grow, the leadership we're seeing throughout the league has been great.
Both on the players and league sides. Some great people in charge, doing what's right for the future.
Absolutely, Brian. And the big thing, everybody's on the same page. They all want to advance the sport, advance the league, and continue to just be an elite product.
Now here is Canada. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And Gray gets it to go. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter play now. Ionescu has it. She's got 18. Launches it.
Bebish shot is off.
Now Gray. Pass to Howard for the lead. Bangs home the trifecta.
I like how Gray plays with her head up and scans the floor. To me, that's always going to be a recipe for success.
Now here's Cloud. Ionescu has it. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Liberty missing. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Pass to Griner.
Gray outside. Good. And the assist goes to Brittany Griner.
It's Gray's understanding of spacing and movement that, to me, help her navigate around the court so well.
And the Liberty call time here. Ionescu, right side. Back to Stewart. Thiebish. Guarded by Howard. Pass to Stewart. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Jones. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
It's really unfair how easy Stewart makes it look. Just a pure scorer who can score in every single way.
Now here is Canada. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Thiebish shot is off.
Great look. Disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
Outside Howard. Back to Canada. Screen by Griner. Inside. And a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
You want to stop Griner when she's attacking the hoop? Didn't think so. Too much coming at you.
Ionescu outside. Down low. Shot's good by Jones.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's Gray. She's got 14. Back to Griner. Using the post moves to get the 2 points. The Liberty trail. Ionescu outside. Outside Stewart. Back to Ionescu. No good with the triple. And here's Canada.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
Gray outside. Canada. Outside Howard.
5 to shoot. Lets it fly. New York with the rebound.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 11. Ionescu up top. Pass to Thiebish. Now Cloud.
Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is big for Natasha Cloud's confidence because when she's hitting from downtown, it helps her get into a rhythm offensively.
Now here is Canada. Here's Griner.
Howard. There's the three. Tries again. Reiner with the bucket, getting it done inside.
What an instinctual nose for the ball. Reiner just cleans up the glass so efficiently.
Timeout called to Liberty. While Ryan Howard has her fingerprints all over this one.
She's been killing it from deep. They've got to be up on her jersey at all times. Give her an inch, and guess what? She's going to drop in another three.
All right, let's give it up for it. Come on, get loud for your breaker next.
And the Liberty with possession here. It's a three-point game. Pass to Burke. Over Gray. And that one's good. Burke.
Gotta appreciate how Ionescu reads the defense. Terrific job of finding the open teammate there.
And here are the Dream. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Gray outside. And it's blocked by Breanna Stewart.
The incredible wingspan of Stewart coming in handy. She can cover a lot of ground.
Here's Burke. Gray defending. And there's the pick. Breanna Stewart from outside. That one falls through. It's her sixth make from the floor this game, and now 6 for 10.
Well, New York won that 2020 lottery. And their prize, man, it was a great one. Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, she was the first piece, right? And she endured some tough times. But her talent and overall play helped attract Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and other key players.
Now here is Stewart. 14 points for her. Stewart with the screen. Pass to Ionescu. No good from outside. Gray with it. She's got 14. Now Walker Kimbrough. Gray outside. The three. New York with the rebound.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
To the middle. Here's Phoebish. Good. And Breanna Stewart gets the assist.
Nice find by Stewart. She doesn't just score, she's also a willing passer.
Jones outside. Gray. No good on the triple. Ionescu outside. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range.
It's easier to find success in the pick and roll game when you have the kind of high basketball IQ Ionescu has.
Brittany Griner, high post. Walker Kimbrough. Outside Howard. Jacks up a three. The three-pointer is on target.
Gutsy shot to come right back at got her with a three of her own. Great attitude.
Yeah, we know she is never afraid to trade shots with anyone.
Now here's Jones. She's got 15. Pass to Ionescu. Six to shoot. From deep. And Jones pulls it down. The dream trail. To the paint.
And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
I like how Griner uses her size to her advantage. It allows her to attract contact and get to the foul line.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. She's perfect from the line this time. And here's Cloud. Pass to Jones. Goes up at the elbow. Green with the rebound. Now here is Canada. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now here is Howard. Defense right on her. Griner up top. Canada. That's good. And so Brittany Griner gets the assist.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Dream out in front, leading by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the 4th quarter gets underway.
It's the 4th quarter.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. And Atlanta has possession. 3-point lead. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. And here's Coffey. And the dream, another 3.
Well, this is why Coffey's on the team. Stretch the floor and knock him down.
Here's Burke, defended by Coffey. Cloud outside. Here's Sabali. And at last, they get one to fall.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Here's Coffey. Outside Canada. Now here's Jones. It's rebounded by Sabali. Cloud with it. Picked up by Canada. Cloud outside. Sabali the screen. Cloud can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Pass to Coffey. Another shot, and she sinks the layup.
Well, we hear a lot about Coffey's excellent footwork, and that's what it takes to make those kinds of finishes. Footwork and balance.
And here's Burke. Back to Ionescu. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Outside Canada. Picked by Jones. Canada with it. Working on Harrison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3.
No good.
Rugged play under the boards. That's showing some real backbone.
Ionescu outside. The tray. Good on the three-point shot.
And Ionescu recognizes her role on this squad. Her team wants her to score and score often.
And a dream call time here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Coffee. The dream again can't hit. Davis with it. Picked up by Canada. Ionescu has it. Davis, guarded by Canada. There's a screen by Cloud. Clock at 4. To tie it up. Drills it from outside. And it's all knotted up.
Yeah, that is assertive offense from Cloud, putting in the work to find her shot.
Back to Canada. No good there. Great D that time from Natasha Cloud. Out to the left wing. Here's Davis. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Now here is Canada, defended by Harrison. Floats one up. The shot by Canada, no good. And stolen by Canada. That's tipped. Now here's Davis. She's tightly guarded. Ionescu outside. They get it back. Harrison to take the lead, and she lays it up and in.
Protecting the play, Harrison fights to retain possession and get him a bucket.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Canada. To home the run. It's rebounded by Sabali. New York leading. To the inside. Harrison gets the bucket.
And this is where Harrison should look to score. I like her being aggressive inside.
Coffee outside. Back to Canada. Hillman, defended by Harrison. Pass to Coffee. Jones. Inside. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And you cannot let Canada get this type of positioning. That is just asking for trouble.
Now here's Davis, defended by Coffee. Back to Ionescu. Cloud. Here's Davis. Left side, Sabali. Three-pointer, Sabrina Ionescu. Cans it from downtown.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Pass to Hillman. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. And when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Here's Gardner. Pass to Stewart. Now Gardner, covered by Walker Kimbrough. Now here's Gardner. Defense is right there. Back to Stewart. 4 on the shot clock. Thiebish. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
Great job to find the open teammate. Stewie has very solid vision.
Now Coffee. Howard. And it's good for 2.
That's exactly what they're going for in that possession.
And the Liberty with possession here. 6-point game. Rebecca Gardner on the wing, covered by Walker Kimbrough. Forward inside. Green with the rebound. Down low. A nice shot by Griner.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Pass to Gardner. Back to Stewart. This one for three. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
You love her presence on this team as a scorer. It has a calming effect for them. She's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Gray. Outside Howard. The three is up. Drains the three-pointer.
That three puts them well within striking distance, guys. She's had that shot working for her tonight.
You bet she has. I mean, look, the triple has just been her bread and butter in this ballgame.
Picked by Jones. Three-pointer Brianna Stewart. Again, the miss by Brianna Stewart. Atlanta trailing here. Walker Kimbrough with it. Pass to Howard. And here's Coffey. Defended by Stewart. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. Brianna Stewart picks one up.
Mia Coffey. 2 shots.
And the first one falls for her. So both teams changing it up here. And so she's able to get 1 of 2. Pass to Ionescu. Picked by Jones. Ionescu misses.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
What a courageous play by Canada, sinking her shot despite the foul.
Jordan Canada, shooting 1.
That one drops. She ties it up. Now Ionescu. Pass to Stewart. Back to Ionescu. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
Yeah, you know, contact can't slow Ionescu down. She sticks with her inside shot and finishes strong.
And here's Canada. Gray outside. To the paint. Reiner. That's another one for her. Her 5th in just 7 shots.
Clutch. All her life, Griner's been leaned on to make the big shots. There's another.
Now here is Stewart. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. It's good from long range.
This is why this team turns to Ionescu during important possessions. They trust her to deliver.
Here's Canada. Pass to Jones. Now Griner. Gray outside. With the teardrop. Stewart grabs the miss. New York leading.
Here's Phoebish.
Guarded by Howard. Shoots from 12. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Canada with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Howard. Cloud pulls it in. Ionescu outside. Pass to Cloud. Screen by Stewart. Now Cloud. Ionescu outside. And a foul called on Sabrina Ionescu. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body to the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets into perfect position.
Now here's Howard. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Absolutely fearless offensively. Howard knows her team is counting on her, so she gets it done.
Now here's Cloud. Great defending.
Pass to Phoebish.
Ionescu up top. Jones. Back to Ionescu. Jones outside. Fires for three. Off target. Her sixth miss and 13 attempts from the floor. Outside Howard. To take the lead. The rebound by the Liberty. Here's Ionescu. Cloud outside. Jones. It's good!
That's the concentration you need to succeed in clutch moments. Jones stays locked in down the stretch.
And the dream call time here. Howard. To tie it up. He's off from three. And they commit the intentional foul. And we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
Second team foul. At the line for Liberty. Sabrina Ionescu. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Quick bucket, then foul. It's really the only option they have at this point.
And the important thing, Tim, is who they foul. They don't want to send an ace to the line if they can avoid it.
Exactly, Brian. Find the worst free throw shooter immediately.
And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Cloud pulls it in. And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was a priority.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They just could not waste any more time.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And she's able to hit the second one. And that increases their lead to 6.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Your thoughts, guys?
They can call all the timeouts they want, but it really isn't going to do them any good.
No, there's nothing they can do to salvage this one at this point.
It's just scat padding time.
Now here's Gray. And so it's New York winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. When this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what tough-minded squad they can be.
And that's a wrap, everyone.